Back with part 2 of the Randwick preview. This is abbreviated on account of us already having a rehearsal, Glenn.
Don't make any jokes, Mark.
It's the most unimpressed man in the world.
It's not your fault. It's not. It's just life. It's just the one time you. Yeah,
it's annoying.
It's no one's fault. It's just the way things.
Well, of course, it's got to be my fault.
You know what?
It'll be your fault.
Do you know what I was thinking after the first non-filming we did?
Yeah.
I thought, oh, what a great show. Great information, lots of laughs, and now Glenn and we're all sitting thinking, get this fucking over and done with, please.
Anyway, that's all ahead of us. Hard copy will be available tonight for Goldies. Tomorrow morning, you'll get a set from me, and there'll be a top-up show, which hopefully I'll be able to find the record button or the stop recording button on that one. And then Mounting Yard Mail later in the day. Anyone betting with D. Dwyer tomorrow, you get a bonus up to $100 if your winning bet wins by 2 lengths or more. And he's betting 110% on races 8 and 9 at Randwick between 12:30 and 1:30. And that's up to win. You can bet to win 10,000 on those 110% prices. Bob's on all Metro meetings tomorrow. Race 6 is the back half, the first of our quaddie legs, and Elaborate is the favourite at $4.20. Tigre Royale, trained by Archie Alexander, is $5, and then double figures. True Marvel 10, Terwilliger 11, She's So Savvy 12, Desert Path continuation Shangani Patrol will do at 13, 17 and longer. The rest, the speed is above average maybe. Shangani Patrol, yet again another lightly weighted runner, is tipped to hold out Terwilliger, who would like the lead, but coming back from 3,200. Tigre Royale follows those across to try and get in. Lady Hiley and True Marvel are posying up with Elaborate midfield, and that will do. Glenn, I think you have some insight into this race.
Yeah, well, I did like the Melbourne horse the most, Mark. Number 6. I was keen on it, and I like the setup. I like the trainer. I like the lightly raced 4-year-old to be ridden by Karen, and I was 6 on top to beat the favourite Elaborate, who is absolutely airborne and going really well. And man, the other number was probably 15. The Matthew Smith trained, whatever it was called,
True
15.
Marvel.
True Marvel, who's flying. Kathy's flying.
Outrageous win last start at Gosford. Settled midfield.
I thought it was a good race to bet in, guys.
Yeah. I have to agree with you, Glenn. They're the 3 horses I found. I went 3, 6, 15. The 3 is racing particularly well. The stable is very hot. Nash, not so hot, but it went 1850 to 2400 2 starts back and ran a terrific race. And then last start, it came back to 2000 to run against the good horse of Orcs and sitting 3 wide throughout, which wasn't the pattern on the day. Now it's back up to 2,400. I thought it fitted into this race beautifully. The danger is the Victorian horse, and the wild card is the Matthew Smith horse that's got wide out form, but just an outrageously good win last start. Desert Path is the only other horse I'd give a mention to because it's J-Mac Waller, 10-day backup from Melbourne. It's a kitchen sink job, but appropriately found. And Gord, I'm going to give you this race off because we're...
$33. Let's go.
And just the quaddie numbers there, Mark?
Quaddie numbers are 3, 6 and 15.
And I love your selections there, guys. We're definitely going to get the first leg up.
Right. How do you know, Gord? You just know?
Just feels right the way it was said then by both of you.
It's amazing how you can recap.
I'm going mad, mate. Once you've done it once, it just messes with your head. You know?
Well, the thing about it also is too, Gord, is I love how you think if it's a good narrative, it's a bet.
Yeah. Oh, that's very true.
Yeah. And I think that's a great play, and I think that's a great lesson for our punters, even though I don't want to talk any much more than this. Let's go.
Yeah, the mares race, they get hard here. Outback Diva, $4.40, 3 Ood, $5.50, Mr. Doble, 6, JJ Dar, 8, Reva Capri, 10, The Test, 12, Spanish Dream, 13, Zuhei and Lahilo Bethead, the others at $15. Average speed, Spanish Dream leading the Test, 3 Ood trying to get in with the blinkers back on, but JJ Dar and possibly Slow Burn. What's going on here?
I'm bet faring up because I'm cold.
There you go.
I got my assistant. I texted my assistant to bring my vest.
What, is Dooner over there?
He's all right, Dooner. He's a good man.
All right, Glenn,
I'm
help
back.
us out here with this mares race.
Can't
Outback Diva is T. Clark to Louise Day, but she's the only last up winner in the race.
Yeah, it's great to have her on the race because got absolutely none. For me, Mystery Double, a horse absolutely airborne. 3 weeks off is perfect back in 100 metres, and it's a horse going really well. I'm not
So you
saying
say
it's a mile.
airborne because it's been in the wrong part of the track 3 runs in a row? Is that the
It's
story?
overachieved.
Yeah. Okay.
Overachieved. To beat number 12, Vitesse has had the 3 runs back and looks a perfect setup tomorrow. It's almost like first up over 1250 ran third, up to the 1300 the next up, which was right, back to the 1200 for the barrier trial, fourth up tomorrow.
Yeah, Waller's doing a bit of this, up in distance, back in distance, up in distance. Gord, what do you got
We're going to
today?
keep an eye on it because I think there's money in it.
All these horses are linked to each other, and I think you could find reasons to back multiple runners in this race. I couldn't line them up, so if it gets as confusing as that, I just don't bet in the race.
Yeah, well, look, there's just a wild card here called Our Fun, which didn't trial particularly sharply, but I wouldn't expect Friedman's horses to do that. So I'm mindful of that horse, but I thought the chances were Outback Diva, mare off a win, lightly raced, only third up here. JJ Dar with J Mac just sitting there. Glenn, you've mentioned Mystery Double. 3 Oud is obviously the favourite out of the lead up with the blinkers back on, but and Vitesse, who was in the wrong part of the track last start, but is a bit of a climber type.
Outback Diva gives a great line because it beat Isa Rich. Well, Malia Magic, but it's like Isa Rich. Wherever you see Malia Magic, you've got a beautiful, beautiful line on form.
Yeah, well, we'll get some more of that form in a minute, but I think we've decided quaddy numbers are 1, 3, 5, 9, and 12, leaving out the much maligned Spanish Dream.
Oh no! You're
What's happened now?
Spanish Dream. We're leaving it out of the quaddy.
Fucking oath we are.
Actually, now that that's the third time we've done that race, I'm starting to lean towards 9 for Oud.
It's a bet.
I think so.
Yeah, but what do you make of the way it just didn't refuse to travel the other day?
I think the market's going to think this horse has got none. I think at 5 to 1 it's going to be a bet.
Yeah, and you could create the thing that it was back in distance, hitting a flat spot. Now it's back up, and now it's up to the 1400. Maybe that's the secret to it.
Maybe.
Or you could also take the narrative of what the stewards thought.
Yeah, I suppose so.
We haven't even discussed that. We don't agree with it, but the stewards they're intelligent people with good eyes. They said he was like,
yes, but
Aussie boy.
Yeah. Isn't what normally happens after these, these supposed horses that aren't given every chance, don't they then not win at their next start?
They tend to not, no.
Yeah. They tend to prove the stewards wrong, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, race 8 is, and vindicate the jockey. Race 8 is the penultimate, Handspun, $4.40, Rari, $5, Crystal Breeze, $5.50, Charitera, $7, Bergen, $7.50, Cuban Royale, $9, Reeby's Regent heads the others at $16, an acceptor for Newcastle tomorrow. It's a above average speed, maybe a fast speed. Noble Joey puts the pedal down here. Rari sits outside, Bergen sits behind, Cuban Royale underneath it, and they've got Reeby's Regent caught out 3 deep. Glenn, we did actually do this race in record time in the non-recorded preview. I'm wondering if we can actually do it as fast as that.
I haven't got a pick.
Well, I did say that there's some hateful form here. There's the Ballet Master race, there's the Monegal race, and there's the what's the other race? Oh, the Poetic Charmer race. That all looks like form that you want to run 100 million miles away, which led me into 2 chances, Rari and Crystal Breeze. Gord, I know that you were keen on Rari first up. I imagine you'll give it another chance.
I found this a really easy race to do and easy to bet into. I only needed to look at 3 horses, which is 2, 3, and 4, Rari, Handspun, and Crystal Breeze. Handspun and Crystal Breeze absolutely PR'd last start. Rari, off an absolutely sensational trial, did an all right job on a heavy track first up. I'm assuming that it's the one with the most improvement off that run. And if you were to rate it off its 2 runs before it went for a spell last preparation, it'd just win this race. Easy bet to have in this price range.
Yeah, well, a lot of horses dead to me here, and I've come up with 2 horses, Rari and the first up winner, Crystal Breeze, who's obviously fenced up on a hot rail at Canterbury, but lightly raced and won the race and has got scope. And yeah, as I mentioned, the others are hateful. Can I leave you with those 2, Glenn?
Yeah. Yep.
Quaddie numbers are 2 and 4. Right, not quite as terse as last time, but that'll do. And the nightcap is 1,600 metres. Agassi, $4.40. Big Boy Roy, $5. New Arrangement, $5.50. Convinced heads the others at $10. So he's the first of the double figure chances. The map is, well, depends on Assault and Battery, who is an acceptor for Sunday. And I thought that if he were not to run here, there's a chance that Big Boy Roy may take it up. Obviously, Agassi posies up and got unders is somewhere near the speed, but that's pretty much the pace. Oakfield captain, the wild card. Big Boy Roy Gord, are we going to give him another chance? He did come back in distance the other day.
You know, I hate it when you look at stats of 15 starts, 2 wins, 6 seconds, 4 thirds. You start to get this bad feeling, particularly about a horse you've backed on so many of those occasions. It's
actually 1.5 wins, Gord, and and that night I believe they the cameraman believed that it hadn't. I clearly have it on top. It's the only horse I'll entertain backing. I know J-Mac is going to be really keen to win on this horse because he didn't sort of get it out until very late last start. And I do think that the 1550 back to 14 wasn't ideal. Now back up to 1,600 metres. I like what you're talking about the map because I think from barrier 7, this horse just is always going to get the right run. It's either going to be 1 out, 1 back, OSL or leading, which I think could be enough to win against this limited opposition. But for a horse that might be a non-winner, do I want to bet too aggressively at 4-1? No, I don't.
Nice
GP,
am I talking a lot faster than normal or something?
Gord's just trying to get. Yeah, go on.
I tipped number 8 last time to be Manning our mail. There's my tip. I tipped Travancore last start from Manning our mail, and whilst I looked morning, I thought Jason Dark the horse once it was in a position that it couldn't catch up, and I expected to be in the finish tomorrow. I never seen a horse parade better than Travancore last start, so it'll be in great order tomorrow. It'll be on top, and I hope it wins.
Amazingly, I couldn't get rid of it. You would not expect me to find this horse marked at $9.
Wow.
Agassi is the horse that won the lead up and broke through. I have to give him another chance, but Big Boy Roy is the distance. It's the right stage of the prep. Interestingly, Assault and Battery started shorter than Big Boy Roy 2 starts back, but that was, of course, because it was a hot rail at Canterbury. The other thing I want to mention about this race is that God Unders has had 17 runs between 1550 and 1650 for 14 placings and no wins. Anyway, quaddie numbers.
Are you suggesting a place bet, Mark?
Well, it's got a great place chance, hasn't it? But there's only 2 possibilities for it. But the quaddie numbers: 3 Agassi, 8 Travancore, 10 Big Boy Roy, and that'll do us. And New Arrangement is the Waller other kitchen sink runner that I think comes out of such a hateful race last week that I don't care.
Number.
Gord, you mentioned Glenn. You mentioned he's a carousel horse.
Oh, he is. He's Lord Good on him. They just go up and down the one spot.
Right. Let's recap as far as best bets.
My best bets tomorrow are race 1, number 2, Travis, and race 4, number 7, Mr. Independent.
So that's race 1, number 2, Travis, and race 4, number 7, Mr. Dependable. Gord, what are we doing?
Have a massive double, guys. I think these 2 are both morals, and that's race 3, number 10, Talier, into race 4, number 7, Mr. Dependable.
All right, I'm going to give you race 2, number 16, Scara Bray, and race 6, number 3, Elaborate. Am I 2? Sorry about that.
Unfortunately, there'll be no RAND on Monday because if I have to suffer doing this show twice, you have to fucking suffer and not get a RAND on Monday. That's not fun fair.
They're already suffering because they've got this abbreviated bloody 20-minute version of...
no RAND on Monday. I will not be fucking turning up. Get a fucking guest. Lord, get one of your lunch mates.
We do have a big guest. Mark's got to announce it now. This is huge news.
It's already been announced. It's on the front end of the minute and a half that we actually got recorded.
Oh, okay. I forgot already. Who is it?
It's R. Waterhouse. He's coming on to.
Okay. Sweet.
Well, he's going to play the oyster, and I'm going to play the shucker.
So I finally get to meet the owner of the company.
Finally.
I'm going. See you later.
Right. So we'll see you, FUC. Frustrated, upset, and cranky Glenn.
And put wit on the way and finish the job. Fuck wit. See ya.
All right. Bye, guys. Oh, he's really gone. I haven't even stopped recording yet.
There's 10 minutes till an hour, so he'll be in a rush, I think.
Okay, that's the end of the show. Thanks for watching.